Hi, Jamie here. I hope this video finds you well. It's been a while since I've made a video, and it's not because I forgot or anything. In fact, I've tried to make a video at least 8 times, and the information just didn't come out well at all. I wish that I could sit here and make some cool projection video about some experience I had, which I've had a ton, to be honest, and I think moving forward I will share them with you. But before I do that, I just need to get off my chest, I guess, kind of my take on current events. And the reason why I can't just sit here and talk about a projection experience is because my projection experiences and my lucid dreams and my guide contact is all merged and meshed up over 20 years about what's going on. And in a lot of ways, I feel that way. I feel that way where I sort of am like looking around like, okay, I understand what the dreams are telling me. I've talked to guides that have told me information about these things. And we've arrived, even dreams that I can look back on when I was in my early 20s that didn't make any sense to me. And when I met Michael Sheridan, he could show me what the dreams meant. That was great. But now I can go even a step further and realize the big picture of what I was being shown. So I want to make this video kind of quick. I don't want to go into too many details because in all honesty, I could sit here, and I have tried actually, and just like make the video equivalent of like that crazy person like attaching the strings with maps stuff, because that's what I can do, and that, but I don't want to do that. I don't want to make that video. I just want to kind of, I'll say that I need to divide myself into 2 parts right now too, because on the one hand, I am an individual and I have really strong opinions about what's going on, to be honest with you, and I have my own ideas and my own individuality, and it differs from a lot of people, and it's not popular, but I butt heads with things with people, and one example would be, I had a very close friend of mine, pretty much, not in so many words, but pretty much say it was justified that I wasn't able to be with my mother when she passed away. And the single fact that I wasn't able to be with my mother when she passed away in March from cancer, that is my thing, like I wasn't able to be with my mom. That really sucks. And it did suck. It was very difficult. But I'm not upset at that. I don't know. But to have somebody think that it's justified, somebody that I care about, is really difficult. It's hard. I've had a couple moments with my husband where he kind of looks at me like, you get so worked up about things now. And it's like, shouldn't we all? I mean, I feel a little bit like in the Twilight Zone. Shouldn't we all be a little bit worked up? Is it just me? I'm the only one worked up? So that's me. That's my side. That's my individual personality. But then I have my dreams and my guide contact and everything. And in a lot of ways, this sounds so like cliche, like, oh, poor me. But I wish that they weren't meshed up. Like, I wish that I just had my beautiful, adventurous astral projection practice and it was separated from all that. I wish I could go into this state without this sense of like mission, like about what's going on, to be honest with you. I really, really wish that they were separated, but they're not. And for 20 years, I have done nothing but, I've done a lot of stuff, but a lot of the times too, I've been shown and given information about what's going on this planet, like about stuff that's going on now. And so moving forward, and I really kind of hope too that this is the only video I make about this, because the other path of dreams and lucid dreams and guide contact is where I want to stay. That's the lane that I want to stay in when I make videos moving forward. So because I'm not going to make the crazy video with the string, I thought I would I just looked at all the information and I just thought, you know what, I can at least pull out a couple things, like a couple things that are true, a couple things that I've been literally told by guides, or I've literally seen multiple times in my dream life. And those 2 things, the first thing that's just like a brick to the face is that this is one of 2 hurdles that I just don't think most people can make. I don't know how they could make it's just so incredibly far-fetched for people, I think. I mean, maybe I'm not giving people enough credit, but for me, it was very difficult when I realized this. And I almost thought I was going to go crazy when I figured it out. I really did. It was very challenging. But the first thing out of all of that is that these things are planned. These things are planned in advance. And I've said it before. So that's why people can predict them. And it occurred to me, you know, because I think I've gotten a lot of messages from people about time and space, and how there's a probability to things and you can't predict the future. And I agree. I actually really agree. I think that's true. But you can when they're planned. When they're planned in advance and they stick to a timeline, then you certainly can. And I have. And I've been given contact by guides about what's next. I certainly hope that they're wrong. But so the prediction of things, because they're planned, that's a hard one. The second one is that there is a they. There is a they. There is a group of individuals doing this. And I almost think that one's even harder because people just, there's two sides to that. People cannot fathom that people could be so organized on such a high level of deception, you know? And I actually agree. There's something really fishy about the whole thing, to be honest with you, because, you know, the deception is so big. It's so big. But anyways, that's the other thing. I've been dreaming about they for 20 years. The ones in charge, the ones running things. And, you know, I have a friend of mine that constantly is asking, well, you know, what's the tie that binds? You know, like, what's the thing that keeps them together? I don't know. I know a lot of people have theories about it, but none of them stick. So anyways, maybe you can tell me what you think. Yeah, so that, you know, there's been 2 times in my life where, like, I've had to, like, not even 2, there's the last, like, 10 years, I've had this feeling of, I know things, and I can't tell people I know them because I dreamt about it. Like, you know, I can't go to the doctor and say, look, you need to give me penicillin, even though I'm allergic to it, because of, you know, of a dream. Because a guide gave me a symbol, and I know how to analyze the symbol. I mean, you can't just say that to doctors, but it's true. That's what I did. You know, I can't just tell people, like, look, stay away from that person over there. Okay, they're a sociopath. Okay, I've dreamt about them. I know what they're capable of. They're very dangerous, you know. I've been told that, you know, I can't tell, I've been told, guides told me that. They told me that that person's dangerous. I've dreamt about them, and I know that they're dangerous. You can't tell people that, but it's true. It's true. And it's true with this, too. So, anyways, that's that for this video. I really didn't want this to be super long. I'm going to end on a nice note, though, by saying, I just want to say I have not received comment alerts recently. And I just now realized it. So I've been going through my videos and I've got comments from like years ago that I never got to read, and I'm just so bummed. So I'm being better about looking at the videos and looking at the comments. It's hard to keep up with if you don't get the alert though, because I love to hear what you guys have to say. There are so many of you that have messaged me on the side that know and understand and are way more brilliant than me. Way more brilliant than me. So I love to hear what you guys have to say. And if you have any ideas about that too, I really hope that you're doing well and doing okay with this current situation. And yeah, I'll talk to you soon.